massive shooting in Las Vegas. And I'm going to give you all the figures, stats, and facts about the shooting then. But I just wanted to address a couple of quick things. So, what people say after a shooting like this is, well, thoughts and prayers. Can you just spare us the nonsense thoughts and prayers? There's over 50 people dead already, let alone the 400 injured. So, your thoughts and prayers aren't going to do them any good. They're dead. And yes, guns killed them. Yes, guns made it way, 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 way easier to kill them. So when you say thoughts and prayers, some people legitimately believe that and mean that, and they're very well-meaning people. And I love you. Thank you. I appreciate that, and that you genuinely want to help the victims. Right? Some people, on the other hand, when they say thoughts and prayers, mean don't do anything. Let the next mass shooting happen because we got to make money. They're a politician and they take donations from the NRA, which takes money from gun manufacturers, which are borderline thrilled with what happened today. Their stock prices are going up today. More people are panicked that gun control might happen, so more people are buying guns. More people are panicked that there's going to be a shooting near them, so they're buying guns. So gun manufacturers have nothing but thoughts and prayers, and I don't even know which way they're praying. So their bottom line depends on us dying. So, and these type of weapons are not made to shoot deer, they're made to shoot humans. So we'll get to that in a second. So spare us the thoughts and prayers, actually do something about it. Secondly, people say, oh, well, my God, don't politicize this. Now, of course, if it's a radical Muslim who did the shooting, let's politicize right away. We need a travel ban. We need to do more bombings. We need to take all these different policy actions immediately, right? But hey, the right wing likes to have endless guns, and they've created this ocean of guns that we live in, and some of them profit off of it. And so, no, when it comes to taking action there, don't take any policy actions. Don't suggest any policy actions. Don't do anything. Just let us keep dying over and over and over again. Yet on the show today, I'll show you the difference between how many people die from terrorism in America versus how many people die from guns, and it is not close. We are in an ocean of weaponry, so please don't act surprised when there's another mass shooting and it's done with high-grade weapons and assault weapons. Don't act surprised. And I'm telling you now, one's going to happen in your neighborhood. Tick tock, tick tock. And when people say like, oh, never could have seen this coming. Well, I'll tell you, I've been telling you for years. I can see it coming. We can all see it coming. There's going to be another mass shooting and another one and another one. Okay, so that's the situation that we're in. So thirdly, now of course the idiot right wingers and NRA puppets come out and go, no, you see, this doesn't have anything to do with gun control because Mandalay Bay does not allow for guns, and yet you have guns anyway. So this tiny, tiny, tiny sliver of property doesn't allow for guns, whereas while the rest of us have about 250 million guns in the country at a minimum, I think probably closer to 300 million now. So this is the same stupid argument they make about Chicago or gun-free zones near schools. Well, that tiny little island of Chicago, and in this case it's not literal, you'd have to explain it to people like Trump. That tiny little island of area there, it doesn't allow guns, yet there's guns in Chicago. Yeah, because they can just go get it from the rest of the state. They can get it from nearby states. Nearby states allow you to buy almost any goddamn thing you please. Did you know that in Las Vegas, they've banned toy guns because like there were stormtroopers, to take pictures of the kids, and their guns were freaking people out. But you can have open carry on the strip of real guns. So toy guns are banned, but real guns are not. Oh, no, this has nothing to do with gun laws. No. Mandalay Bay didn't allow for guns. What a preposterous argument. You could just step one step out by almost any of the guns you want. Oh, but Jake, this was a fully automatic. Whereas with the NRA's position is just semi-automatic. Assault weapons are awesome, just not this particular kind, but you could just easily turn a weapon into this or buy this anyway at these gun shows because we wouldn't close the gun show loophole, and you could buy almost anything you want from there because of the NRA. And by the way, if you want, you could buy a silencer and armor-piercing bullets to kill cops better with. You could buy anything you want, and we don't want any of that to base worked on fingerprints or anything like that, because then you might be able to track murderers. No, we don't want any of that. You don't want any regulation. And if you don't want any regulation and you want us to swim in an ocean of guns, well, this is what happens. This is what happens, not just once. It's happened dozens of times. It's going to happen dozens of times more. I say dozens, actually hundreds. Last year, we had almost as many mass shootings. In fact, actually more mass shootings, meaning 4 people killed or more, as we did days in the year. More mass shootings than days. This is not an isolated case of terrorism. This is a case of mass shootings nonstop because we won't do anything to check guns. That's the reality. So when it happens in your neighborhood, don't act surprised and don't think like, oh, wow, I couldn't have seen this coming. It's going to happen tomorrow and the day after and the day after, because our politicians are bought by gun manufacturers and the NRA. And even though 93% of Americans agree that there should be some very simple gun regulations that was proposed under the Obama administration, 93% agree. Over 70% of NRA members agree. In a democracy, that should happen instantly. But we don't live in a democracy. We live in a system where all these politicians are allowed to be bribed by private interests like those gun manufacturers, and we just keep on dying. Put an end to it. Let's actually get to regain our democracy, regain sanity, so that we can do something about this. Otherwise, it's going to happen in your neck of the woods, and every time it's devastating. We have got to find an end to it.